Coming up on Fulton Today, Fulton deputies do their part to get guns off the streets.
The Fulton County Sheriff joins local law enforcement in a no questions asked gun buyback initiative. I'm Priscilla Ortega and I'll have that story coming up.
And Fulton County's youth commissioners pound the pavement looking for homeless citizens. We'll tell you why. That and much more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everyone. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. We begin with the effort underway to get guns off the streets in Fulton County. Now, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office has partnered with other local law enforcement for a gun buyback initiative. It's a chance for people to turn in guns with few questions asked. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega has our story.
The Fulton County Sheriff has given his team the okay to take part in the gun buyback for a host of reasons, including the fact that Georgia and Atlanta rank high nationally in the number of gun violence incidents.
This will be the largest and the best one yet.
Pastors and police gathered with Fulton deputies at Mount Ephraim Baptist Church to ask for the community's support with a gun buyback event that's been in the making for about 18 months.
We're aware that some people have guns that they really want to get rid of, but they are afraid that if they turn them in, they would get arrested. We see the good in not asking questions just to get that gun off the street.
This year, the group SAVE, or Stop Atlanta Violence Effectively, helped raise more than $30,000 for the event, which was short of their $100,000 goal. The money is for people who turn in a gun.
For long guns, rifles, we'll be offering $100, and for handguns, firearms, it'll be $50. However, the guns, the weapons that are brought must be functional. We will have firearms instructors on site to check the function of the weapon. And we will not be buying any pellet rifles or BB guns or BB pistols or things of that nature.
The goal of the event is to reduce the number of violent crimes in the Atlanta-Fulton County community. According to the Center for American Progress think tank, Georgia had the 10th highest rate of gun violence in the United States over the past decade. From 2001 to 2010, there were more than 11,000 people killed in Georgia. One member of SAVE, whose daughter was murdered, explains how gun violence can forever change a family.
My son was there to witness what happened to my daughter. He was only 13 years of age. He's still in therapy. I'm still in therapy, as well as my husband is still in therapy. And that doesn't stop. That's what happens once a murder so tragic takes place.
The organizers say they want to get control of the communities where guns are visible and available. During a 2014 gun buyback initiative, within 2 hours, about 1,000 guns were turned in. Organizers hope to do even better this year. Reporting from downtown Atlanta, I'm Priscilla Ortega for FGTV.
All right, thank you very much. Now, the gun buyback event will take place Thursday, June 15th at the Atlanta Civic Center from 10 a.m. until noon. For more information, you can log on to fultonsheriff.org. Meanwhile, the Sheriff's Office recently held its 2017 job fair right here in the Fulton County Government Center atrium. The candidates who attended were seeking to fill a total of 120 temporary, entry-level, and career law enforcement positions.
I'm here at the job fair seeking full-time employment. Security is something I have a strong interest in, so I'm just trying to get an entry-level position and grow within the company.
Mostly excited about all of the positions that they have had open, looking to seat a couple of positions that I had in mind. Hopefully I can get in there.
The job fair may have come and gone, but the Sheriff's Office is still looking to fill other positions.
We're looking for applicants with integrity, honesty, who can come in and do the job right off the rip, not so much especially because we also make sure that they get the training for the job.
If you're interested, you can fill out an application by logging on to the county's website at fultoncountyga.gov. The clerk of Superior and Magistrate Courts is asking for you to pack your patience when conducting business at their office this summer. The clerk's Fiscal Services Division has been temporarily relocated due to renovations being made. Now, the division, for now, is located in the administration office at 136 Pryor Street, Suite C155.
The Fulton County Clerk of Superior and Magistrate Courts Fiscal Services Division is going through a complete renovation, a complete overhaul of the division, as you can see now.
The renovation project is expected to better serve the office and the citizens of Fulton County now that the Fulton County Clerk of Superior Court has merged with the Magistrate Court. Now, both clerk services fall under the leadership of the Honorable Kathleen Tina Robinson.
Clerk Robinson felt that it was very, very necessary to have both fiscal services divisions in one room. In addition, she wanted to maximize the opportunity of the renovation to bring the office up to ADA requirements and things of that nature. So it's really just a complete overhaul, and it all came about through the merger of both courts.
The clerk's office asked for patience again until the renovations are complete, and that should happen about July 24th. If you need to contact the clerk's office of Fiscal Services Division, you can contact the customer line at 404-613-5313. Fulton County Citizens University stopped by 2 county agencies designed to make sure that all people are safe. First, the class paid a visit to the Atlanta Fulton County Emergency Management Agency, where they learned how emergency situations are coordinated with other public safety partners. Then, it was on to the 911 call center, where they saw what it takes to be a 911 operator.
They're learning behind the scenes. They're seeing how they take the calls, how we get calls dispatched, the services we provide for the public, how important the public is to us, and truly that learning that we are truly the first responders under these headsets.
For some, it was an opportunity to hear a 911 call for the very first time. For the short amount of time they were in the 911 call center, it was a welcoming experience.
My favorite was the call center. I kind of like the call center. I think it's pretty interesting to see and to know exactly how, when you call in, how things are handled. And it gives you a perception so that it's not about complaining, that you can actually see the process, and that gives you an understanding of what's going on behind the scene. Knowledge is power.
Up next, the FCCU students will take a field trip through the county's libraries and art centers to see how all people's lives are being made culturally and recreationally enriched. Fulton Youth Commissioners wrap up their term with their final service project aimed at helping the homeless community. FGTV's Felicia Church explains.
As they do every third Saturday of the month, Fulton County's youth commissioners made their way to Fulton Industrial Boulevard to help better the lives of the less fortunate in the area by offering boxes of hope.
Well, since 2009, the Fulton County Youth Commission committed to adopt Fulton Industrial Boulevard because of the great need in this corridor.
Known as the Homeless Initiative, it serves thousands of people on an annual basis.
This year alone, we've served close to 8,000 individuals, so we are proud of the work we've been able to accomplish.
Armed with shoeboxes full of toiletries and non-perishable items and more, the teenage youth commissioners look to put a smile on the faces of those who look forward to their visits.
Well, we're giving out hope boxes that are filled with non-perishable items, and the most important part of the hope box is the resource card. It's for resources for rehabilitation, job opportunities, and healthcare. And it's just really good to be out here, especially seeing the little kids who really need it.
Not only are the teens giving up their precious Saturdays to better the lives of others, the resources they are handing out are paid for out of their own pockets, along with their parents and some proud sponsors.
And they're actually the ones buying the resources that we distribute. These are personal contributions from the students, from their parents, and again from partners such as Kroger's, Publix, Walmart, Dollar Tree. We deal with many supporters, and we would not be able to do that without their support and, of course, the support of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners.
Both sacrifices are a small price to pay since they are helping shine light on the issues plaguing this community.
Since I do live in District 5, it's a lot of things I don't really get brought attention to, and I wanted to make a difference in that way and with my peers and everyone I'm around, and I want to make a difference in the places I go every day.
If you would like to know more about the Youth Commission's Homeless Initiative, you can call 404-612-7386. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Felicia Church.
And still to come, the Chairman's Challenge to a group of students preparing to enter the next phase of their scholastic career. Our district by district coverage is next. One Fulton commissioner gives the keynote graduation speech and challenge, and another gives youngsters an opportunity to write. Here's this week's district by district coverage. We begin with Chairman John Eves, who challenges a group of elementary school students to be their best as they head to middle school. The at-large commissioner served as the 5th grade graduation speaker at Thomasville Heights Elementary School in southeast Atlanta.
It's great being here and hearing all the achievements that these young men and women are doing. Perfect attendance, awards in robotics. These are some bright, energetic, young people, and our future is bright.
This is the first 5th grade class under the newly formed partnership between Atlanta Public Schools and Purpose Built Schools. So this is an honor for us, and to have him give such encouraging words was unbelievable.
There are just over 400 students at Thomasville Heights Elementary School. 41 of them are graduating 5th graders. Fulton County Youth Commissioners honored the late District 4 Commissioner Joan P. Garner with a plaque and planting of a redbud seedling in front of the Fulton County Government Center. Vice Chair Garner was the sponsoring commissioner for the Youth Commission.
The concept of planting a redbud tree in memory of Commissioner Garner came from her District 4 youth commissioners. When they received the news, they were devastated, and many of them have built relationships with Commissioner Garner and felt that they had to figure out some way to ensure that they recognized her in a nice way.
The Fulton County Youth Commission is a leadership and service-oriented program that empowers young people to become knowledgeable and involved in the local governmental process. The late Vice Chair partnered with the Youth Commissioners to host a series of workshops and forums each year geared toward helping their peers. District 5 Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. will host the first annual Right to Rise Young Writers Workshop and Competition. In conjunction with Friends of Wolf Creek and Opus Cultural Lifestyle Magazine, there are 50 slots in the workshop for students currently attending high school in Fulton County.
We want to help our kids write more. We think, one, if they can write better, they'll be able to speak better. We want to get them in the habit of learning to write. And practicing writing. The more you practice, the better you get.
The workshop sessions begin this Saturday at the Wolf Creek Library and will be held every Saturday in June. The goal of the program is to provide the encouragement, resources, training, and inspiration to young writers. Now, you can get more information on the workshop and the competition at write2rise.com. And in District 6, summer camp is in full swing. Fulton County youngsters began the various youth camps at several Fulton County Arts and Parks facilities just after the Memorial Day holiday. This day, we visited the South Fulton Arts Center.
We're going to be presenting to you for your information at least 4 or 5 of the programs during the month of June. Of the many programs, over 30 programs that Fulton County is offering during the summer, which are designed, of course, to give our children, young people, teenagers, and young adults opportunities to come together to work, to play, and in some instances, to seek employment.
The youngsters have access to creating several arts and crafts projects in addition to making new friends. These kids started the camp session by learning each other's name and a fun icebreaker, and then it was on to what each of them really like.
I like that at camp is that you can express yourself and what activities you choose, what you can do. and what I like to do is dance.
I hope that I'm gonna get better at my arts and dancing and music and acting, so I can take that out into the world.
We will take a look at different District 6 camps all month long, including stops at the Aviation Community Cultural Center, Southwest Arts Center, and of course, our parks facilities. If you want to learn more about the various arts programs, visit fultonarts.org. When Fulton Today returns, the secrets of living a long and healthy life revealed from some of the county's elders. Stay with us. Fulton leaders turned their fight against sex trafficking into a health and safety move that's geared toward intervention. FGTV's Lynn Vaughn has the story.
Members of the Commercial Sexual Exploitation Prevention Coalition are coming up with a novel, creative approach to tackle that issue in Fulton.
This is an opportunity for Fulton County to do something that literally, without exaggeration, can lead the nation.
While gathered at their latest meeting at the Fulton County Center for Health and Rehabilitation, coalition members discussed options for starting a John School program. The idea to reform the buyers in the sex trafficking equation.
It would not just be something that checks a box, but it would actually be a program that has the opportunity to impact the behavior of those who have been arrested or self-admitted to purchasing sex and struggling with issues like that. So this gives us an opportunity to formalize and codify a program that we could move forward with.
The coalition is now trying to estimate how much it would cost to get the program started and how the John School would be funded once it's up and running. As the coalition works to get funding, it will also work to get other organizations to buy into the plan.
This is a program that can't happen in a vacuum. This will involve private, public, not-for-profits, government, law enforcement, the judicial system, the DA's office. I mean, there will be a multitude of voices that will be present and participate in putting a program together like this.
Coalition members say there are no programs in the United States that accept perpetrators of domestic minor sex trafficking, so Fulton would be the first to have a program that works to reform the people who purchase sex. The goal is to eliminate sex trafficking, which members say generates some $290 million a year in the Atlanta area. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Lynn Vaughn.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Well, school is out for the summer, and that means that the in place to be for the summer is in the pools. Environmental inspectors have been working hard to make sure all public pools, spas, and hot tubs are safe. The pool inspectors visited the facilities before they were allowed to open for the season.
We have two types of pools. We have a seasonal pool and a year-round pool. The seasonal pool is closed during the winter months, and the year-round pools are open all year. So seasonals get a permitting and a routine inspection each year, and the year-round pools get 2 routine inspections per year.
The main concerns inspectors look for include safety equipment and water quality. Now, if a pool fails to meet satisfactory standards for either of these two categories, it will be closed until the problem is fixed.
We make sure all of the safety equipment is in place, the 911 phone, your shepherd's hook, and your life-saving ring, which has to have a rope attached, which is the width and a half of the pool. We make sure all the ladders and step rails are securely fastened to the pool. We make sure all the plaster is in good repair, it doesn't cut anyone's feet.
Residents can always ask to see a pool's inspection report before they take a dip. You can schedule that at 404-730-1234. Some of North Fulton's oldest residents are honored for their longevity. During the celebration of the Centenarians event, nearly 30 seniors over 90 years old were recognized at the Dorothy C. Benson Senior Multi-Purpose Facility. The seniors who are members of the facility were given a medal, a special meal, and a birthday cake. The resident with the most years under her belt is 102.
I like to learn brand new things all the time. And really, there are some very awesome, and I mean beyond awesome, things to learn about.
Just live a good life. I'm not a drinker, I'm not a smoker, but I'm a blood donor for over 75 years, and I still give blood.
The secret to longevity is right here at the Benson Center. I taught water aerobics here for 16 years to the most wonderful people in the world and enjoyed every moment of it.
According to the Social Security Administration, about 1 out of every 4 65-year-olds will live past the age of 90. Seniors can remain active and engaged at senior centers with a number of physical and social activities geared just towards them. To learn more, you can call the Star Line at 404-613-6000. And still to come, librarians head outdoors to let the public experience the library in untraditional ways. Stay with us. For residents who seldom come into a library branch, now the library is coming outside to them. Fulton's library outreach team is setting up information booths at festivals and events around the county, like this one at the East Atlanta Farmers Market. The idea is to let residents know about all of the digital services available at the Atlanta Fulton Public Library system.
So you can stream movies and TV shows now through a library app called Hoopla. You can download audiobooks and ebooks through Overdrive. You can also get every digital magazine you can imagine through Flipster and through Zinio.
County residents also have access to the music app Freegal, which allows them to download free songs. Outreach librarians are also showcasing the new launch pads, which are tablets for kids. The launch pads have age-appropriate games and can be checked out like a regular book for 4 weeks at a time. You can learn more by going to your nearest branch or also going online at afpls.org. And finally, traffic comes to a stop at a different kind of affair right here at the Government Center. Staff from the Public Works Department showcases all the work they do to keep residents healthy and safe. In honor of Public Works Week, employees set up displays inside the Government Center atrium. A worker at each display explained the services provided, including maintaining sewer and water distribution systems.
We're here to show the constituents how their tax dollars are spent, and we're proud of our accomplishments here in the Public Works Department, and we're proud of the way that we spend our T-Splots money in the Transportation Department as well. So in the Transportation Department, we're displaying past projects and current projects.
The department is also responsible for maintaining and repairing traffic signals in South Fulton.
All the signs that you see here are manufactured in-house. Our traffic signal display shows our energy usage. We've gone from conventional incandescent bulb to LEDs.
Public Works employees are required to respond to emergency situations 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Very cool. Now, before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Check us out anytime on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.